My name is Eli Wallace, and I am 11 years old. I like to be very active and do stuff. I like basketball, football, baseball.
Eli's a really cool kid. There's just something really special about him. He just has a huge heart.
He loves his critters, he loves his dog and his cats and his family, his friends.
He's a nice guy, he's a good brother, and yeah, I wouldn't have it any other way.
Something that I wish I could do was being able to play football or basketball without having to be worried of getting hurt. I was diagnosed with FOP when I was 7 years old.
We had a bike crash. Eli, Finn, and I were riding around the lake, and they crashed into each other. And the very next day, there was a lump on his back. And that was really the beginning of a really long healthcare journey of seeing oncologists and seeing orthopedists. And actually a sports medicine doctor, he came back and was like, well, it could be this thing, and don't Google it. Of course, we went home and we Googled it.
The first thing that I saw was the IFOPA webpage and the picture of little kid feet with the classic FOP toes that Eli has to a T. And it was just like a punch in the stomach.
And we saw the hairy Int'l skeleton and the mountains of bone all over him. And then it really just went into parent mode. My kid needs the best medical treatment there is, and that was at UPenn, so we booked plane tickets, and there we were.
The hardest part for me about FOP is when I found out that I couldn't play contact sports and have fun with stuff like that, and it just made me kind of frustrated.
It's totally unfair that he has FOP. He can't do the things other people can do, but he definitely makes the most of it.
As a parent to a child with a condition where there are no treatments and there are no cures, it's easy to feel like there's nothing you can do. Having hope is the thing that gets us by all the time,
The P in FOP is progressive. While he is rather mildly affected now, not knowing how long that's going to be, I think that's hard for everybody.
Eli can still raise his arms up in the air, which a lot of people with FOP can't. And he still sleeps like that sometimes, like a little baby with his arms over his head. I don't want to think about it, but sometime could be the last time.
To not be able to see into the future and see what exactly your son's quality of life looks like. That's why causes like this are so important.
The scientists that are working on FOP right now, I hope that they would find a cure or a thing. And so then most likely I can maybe start playing football again.
I feel like the long play in FOP is to fix the mutation, so no more bone forms. Is it possible? I'd like to believe so, but it'll be a long road. None of these things happen overnight when it comes to drug development.
There's no number of things that are too many to try. Anything that we can dream up, we should be going after. Someday when other parents get the news that their child has FOP and they're shocked and they're devastated, it will be amazing to be able to tell them that there's a way to stop it. So we just have to try.